Hey, how's it going? All right, Frank Taffy's on with Nancy Grace, and I wanted to talk about it because, you know, I've always said that she's kind of a moron, but she's really proven herself to be one today. So let's listen.
Okay, I am. You know what? We have laws in this country, and each citizen is entitled to due process. Okay, there was no evidence. There was no facts and evidence that the state attorney could uphold and charge this man, other than the fact
That's
that
not what
you and the
happened.
media, you guys
Can you
want to
give me
keep
her affidavit,
vilifying
please?
this man. He's
No,
not a
I'm not
miscreant, and he's not a
vilifying
villain.
him. I'm not
He's
vilifying.
not a miscreant, but there
could I
are
have
viewers
the
that believe
affidavit,
that he's a
please?
villain. He's not.
So, she really wants to attack him with this affidavit, but the his girlfriend already recanted it, and Nancy Grace is just pissed off.
Not a villain.
Because,
He's not a
okay,
miscreant.
don't make me cut your mic in the first 3 minutes of the show, please.
Ooh, the power grubbing woman.
I'm reading off the girlfriend's affidavit, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the one that she recanted?
Now
Well, if you
she's saying
listen
that
to
she
911
didn't get. Okay, your mic is going to go bye-bye. She told police that he pointed a long gun straight in her face, a loaded shotgun.
Right.
The police
She didn't say it was loaded. In fact, as I pointed out in one of my videos, she had said that the gun was unloaded.
that he broke all her stuff, that he barricaded himself in her home, pushed her out of her own home. All right? When police got there, every single thing she said was corroborated.
Corroborated in what way, Nancy Grace? Golly geez, you are stupid. Oh, the corroboration she's talking about was there was a broken table. So, if you're mad at your wife or your husband, all you have to do is go around, break everything up in the house, call the cops, 911, and say, hey, my wife or my husband's over here breaking things up. And when they come, they can corroborate that by looking and saying all the thing is broken. Woo, boy, Nancy, you are a freaking amazing lawyer. How did you ever get through school?
And in this sworn affidavit that I have right here, she's saying, I felt intimidated by police. She's the one that called 911. I'm not vilifying him, Taff.
So it's pretty upsetting to her that the police were the ones that she was angry with. I love it.
She's the one that said this and called
Well, guess
911, and they corroborated
Well, guess
every
what?
single thing she said.
Listen.
What?
Listen, okay? It's up to the state attorney,
What?
as you know,
Cut her mic.
that there has to be facts and evidence to make it beyond a reasonable, to
No.
prove the case
She doesn't understand the law, obviously. No.
Somebody
beyond a
talked
reasonable
her out of
doubt.
it. All right, Liz.
How did he
let's
do that?
see.
He was supposed to have no contact. He had no
His
contact
lawyer
with
can
her.
talk to
What
her,
did he do?
just
Use
like
sign language?
when the lawyer shows up on the scene with his wife Shelley, everything disappears. Now the lawyer.
That's because Shelley was busted because we had witnesses of her hitting George with the iPad, which would have put her in jail because remember, she's still on probation for lying under oath. It's ridiculous.
Gets involved, everything
Disappears?
disappears. George
How's it
Zimmerman
disappear?
beats
Was it a
Lady
Houdini act?
Justice again. No,
Facts
she's
and
dropping
the
charges.
evidence.
Liz, show
No.
me what was found in George Zimmerman's home. 3 black handgun holsters, pocket
Woo,
knives,
big deal.
223 rounds, 9
Uh-oh,
millimeter
a
rounds,
flashlight.
caliber magazines.
Oh, no.
8 rounds
Quick,
each, 9
lock him
millimeter
up.
magazines, a 380 interarm handgun,
All
a Taurus
legal.
9 millimeter handgun, a
All
Glock
perfectly
handgun,
legal and
Kel-Tec,
perfectly fine.
12 gauge shotgun. It was
She
there.
is a
This is the one he
moron.
pointed out at her face. Another 12 gauge shotgun, rounds. I mean, it goes on and on and on. The ammo,
So what?
the arsenal.
So
and
what?
finally
I love it.
finally
Tell her,
tonight,
Frank.
he's going to be happily reunited with all of his guns and his arsenal of ammo. Are you
Good,
happy
where it
about
should
that,
be.
Taffy? Just one
I
dead
am.
boy
am.
is not enough.
I'm exuberant over the fact that he has not been convicted of any crime in the state of Florida. That's what
Let
I'm
me give you a
exuberant
statistic.
about. And go
Did
ahead.
you know that 78% of all felony aggravated assault charges in domestic situations are dropped because the women
So you're
are
suggesting
talked out of testifying, just like in
that
this
we can
case
beat
of
our
Taffy.
wives and get
She
away with
says
it,
the
right?
reason she was intimidated is because
Moron.
the cops didn't give her anything to
Freaking
eat.
moron.
Yeah.
How does
okay.
she
I've been
live? How
hungry
does she
plenty of times.
breathe?
It doesn't make me give false statements to police, Taffy.
Well, it all sounds like hogwash to me, okay, from the beginning. That
Yeah, it
entire
does.
911.
Well, the thing I just gotta say this. In the beginning, and years ago, I listened to Nancy Grace, and she was, I agreed with a lot of stuff she said because she's kind of conservative. But boy, this case just blew her out of the water. It's just amazing. She's ridiculous. The main thing that I wanted to say about her is that I think she really went off the deep edge because she's usually, winning cases or thinking that she's right. She's supposed to be this legal expert, yet she was so far off bounds. I mean, la la land, the other side of the moon in this case. And then when the thing came up with George's wife, again, freaking out. This is proof. He needs to be in prison. She's freaking out. So that washed away, you know? And of course, she doesn't want to talk about the fact that it was his wife that was hitting him, and the evidence proved that. That's why she walked away. But then this other one came out. Oh my goodness, the girlfriend. This is proof that he should be locked up. He should never have a gun. Boy, she's freaking out. I love it. I mean, seriously, this is great stuff.
The fact that she's
That
dropping her
entire
charges is
911 call,
hogwash.
it was fabricated. She listened to the Shelley Zimmerman tape from 2 months ago, and if you listen to it, it mimics almost exactly what he did at that time.
And I said that, and I also believe that she really thought that she had fixed all the mistakes that Shelley had made in her original attack on George. And then when she found out later on, of course, that she had nothing, that there was no evidence to support her claims, and that George was going to walk free, she wants to get back with him because she wants to have another opportunity. And this is what I'm telling George: don't get back with that woman. Don't go near her. Stay away from her. Telling you, George, it's serious stuff.
He's pointing a gun. He's breaking things. It's almost like she had it on a DVD and she listened to it. And she tried to shop this story prior
I don't know
to.
that.
Well, it's because you don't care. You wouldn't dare look into this, Nancy, and you wouldn't look into it because you don't want to know the facts of the case. You just want to know that George needs to go to jail. That's it. We know the facts of the case. There's evidence, more than enough evidence, that the mother and the girlfriend were involved in finding media that could help them win this argument. So if you don't know that, Nancy, it's just because you're an ignoramus, not because it doesn't exist as evidence.
I don't know that.
Well,
George
one of
Zimmerman
the
is the
local
one that's been
affiliate-
mooching off the public with his website where he gets people to
Mooching?
donate.
That is hilarious. Mooching off the public. So what you're telling me is if people donate to you, that's mooching. But if you sit here on TV and get a big fat paycheck for doing a lot of nothing but talking bullcrap, well, that's some sort of good thing.
To
Right.
him. This is about the 5th or 6th time 911 has been called on him. Tonight, the bombshell is George Zimmerman wins again. He
Again.
walks free after gunning down a defenseless and unarmed